This is a Headgum podcast.
No rap. We can discuss, give me your truth, it never fails.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lil Rel. Right now, you're listening to Keepin It Rel
with Young Wayne.
That's right. We have a great show. We have a special guest in the building. But before I get into that, I've been really thinking about, because, you know, we're doing this podcast, we're doing videos, and I was getting dressed today, and I'm like, yo, do I want to show all my outfits on camera? Because the thing about it is, once you wear this stuff on camera,
Man,
you kind of don't want to repeat it, because you don't want anybody on the street seeing you with the same, like, damn, he wore that on the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like this outfit. I want to wear it again, but like once I wear it on something, because I'm looking at the photo shoot, and that sweater, it's like, damn, I don't know if I could wear this sweater again.
They don't ever have to question if that's you. I mean, that's
it ain't
one
about
thing.
question if it's me. It's the outfit pride. I have a lot of outfits, so maybe I could do it. Or I was thinking today, like, maybe, just maybe, I'm going to find one outfit and it's just my uniform.
You gonna wear that same thing every episode?
I might get a Keepin It Rel sweatshirt made.
Wow.
And pants, and that be what I wear every single episode.
That sound like Ice Cube with the big 3 shirts. He wears it everywhere. So
That's real. I ain't never thought about that.
Yeah, I ain't seen Ice Cube outside the big 3 shirts since Boys in the Hood.
But it's not even just a big 3. He just wear the same black button up. He's been wearing it since he left NWA.
I'm out of here. Where my shirt?
Since he's been a single artist, he's worn the same Raiders hat and the black chucks. That's interesting.
Ever since No Vaseline, he had the same uniform. You're right.
Ice Cube is hilarious. I went to a premiere of I think it was 21 or 22 Jump Street. One of the Lucas brothers did, and they invited me. And like, I guess the director forgot to give him a shout out, and he just yelled out, "Hey, you forgot somebody!"
What?
I was like, what? And this had a whole premiere. Hey, man, you forgot somebody. Everybody's like, we would like to give Ice Cube also. Yeah, hell yeah. Now start the fucking show. I'm like,
Dang.
no, this is a true story. Like, I was sitting there like, yo, this is crazy.
What's Ice Cube? Oh, man.
You forgot some damn body. Damn. That really happened. All right, look, we got a great show for y'all today. Today's special guest is, this young man is extremely talented. He's been in the movie Uncle Drew. He's been on the Carmichael Show. He's been on Rel. What else has he been on? Anything you've seen me in, probably.
Okay.
Because anybody that's going to play me is going to be a kid that's like me. He has a show. He's on a cartoon I did for Disney Junior called Eureka. He's on there. He's playing 2 characters. They twins.
2 characters? You playing both twins?
Twins.
Wow.
I would like to show some love to my son. This kid comes from me.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I don't want to get weird about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
I saw that going the
yeah,
wrong
it was
way.
going wrong.
Yeah.
But Judah Howery's in the building. What up, Judah?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta have the noise.
You can talk to the mic. You don't have to look at me.
Oh, hi.
What up, man?
Well, maybe I get it. I guess you do look at people when you talk. So if you want to look at me, just move the mic
Okay.
towards you.
He like, I'm looking at you up there with the same outfit on.
Now, this thing about Judah has on, I mean, I have several questions for you anyway. But you have a Cobra Kai shirt on because you're a big Cobra Kai fan.
Yep.
That's like our favorite show. We love Cobra Kai. Like, Cobra Kai.
Theories. John
Theories.
Kreese might die.
John Kreese might die.
He might
Damn.
get killed in prison or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Where do you research this stuff? Like, because I be listening to you, we'll talk about shows and stuff, and he'll have like
Now,
backstories.
I saw the Cobra Kai thing on YouTube, and it was actually pretty interesting.
Now, this is the thing, too. This is why I wanted this kid on here. Because children have a way of finding information from YouTube and the internet, like, quicker. It's stuff I don't know that he tells me about that he's found on it. Like, what made you so internet savvy? Is it your age group or what? Why? How?
I guess it is my age group because nowadays, I mean, like, what did you do like back in the olden days where you had to like, you had to look up stuff? Did you just go back to the library and like look through a bunch of books to find out something? Now we can just go on our phones. We can look up pretty much anything, and if our parents don't know or just don't want to tell us,
Oh.
Cool. But let's go back to the older days. It is truth to that. I used to go to the Harold Washington Library to look up newspaper articles and do research and things like that. And so, like, you know, it's interesting you say that. I did have to do that. In the olden days, which is the olden days of the 90s.
The olden day.
Ain't that crazy that the 90s to this kid
That
is
was
the
the
olden
80s.
days?
Yeah, it was a long
Jesus
time
Christ.
ago.
The 90s, man.
because it is old. I mean,
It's not the olden days. You know what I mean?
kind of is.
It's like it's the 60s.
Like, you didn't think they had cars back then or something?
Like Public Enemy. I just got an old school Lexus.
Oh my god.
What do you think about that car first? Judah, what do you think about that car, man?
It's like it's old. I don't like it. It's like I can't explain it. You can buy like other cars that are like new, that have like nice cool screens and stuff, have all this technology and stuff, vibrating chairs and whatever. I don't know. And you decide to buy an old Lexus for your weird little cool car club. I don't know.
Yeah. And he's disgusted with you. What's up with the car club?
Let's think about it. So imagine I get this 93 Lexus, right? That's literally from one of Jay-Z's videos. Jay-Z drove this particular Lexus in one of the videos. It's hooked up. It got the silver BBSs. I'm like going crazy. I love it. I pull up to their house in it. They look at it and be like, yo, why did you do this, right? I'm like, yo. So just think about it. The whole time I'm telling people, like, man, I just joined this car club, man. We cool. We all show up with the old school cars from the 90s, and we got our jogging suits on. And me explaining this to him and his sister, like, why y'all doing this? It made it sound like it didn't make any sense. I'm like, maybe all of us having a midlife crisis. I was just like, whoa.
He's still looking at you disgusted. He doesn't like it.
You don't like the 93 Lexus?
No.
Well, dude, you got to roll the window down like this?
No, you don't have to roll the window. It's automatic, but like, it was funny because it's things they've never seen before. Like the locks are nothing like the locks now. And they like, yo, whoa. Like, why does the locks look like that? What are these buttons? It's like, yeah, it was really like throwing them off. I was like, damn, I guess this is but this is a car I always wanted. I wanted a 93 Lexus.
But you have to move on.
Yeah, you gotta move on.
Did you want that in like your childhood, like when you were younger, growing up, seeing it on TV and stuff?
Okay, so that's what y'all don't know about Judah that I found out today, because he's talking to me like he's some type of therapist.
All right. Well,
now look, we not. How do I clean this up so you won't get in any trouble? So apparently he been giving out therapy sessions at his school. He has clients.
Been like listening and stuff, like listening to their problems, and then
How did this start?
I don't really know, actually. Like, cause like when they just start talking to me, I just try to find a way to help them, you know, cause I'm just nice like that. I mean, that's just who I am, you know. Okay. Yeah. So.
What you mean? First of all, people that call themselves nice, I don't know if they're nice. I'm not saying you're not nice, but when you say you're nice, you know, some people like, yeah, I'm a good person. Like, no, you ain't. Why would you say that?
You're always like, I can sing, but then when we listen to all your stuff, you can't sing.
Like you say, you could sing. Like,
you can't sing.
You got a point here.
In the show that we were doing, Eureka, he was showing us the song that he was doing and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, it sounds so good." He was so confident, but it really wasn't that good. No, you didn't.
I sounded great, actually.
No, you didn't. You cannot
I really
sing.
do.
I can't sing either, but you really can't sing.
Like, you can't sing.
I sound actually breathtaking.
No, you don't.
To be honest with you, I sound so good, and you're just a hater. So it's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I like about Judah? Judah is, so we're big Star Wars fans too, right?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. So Wayne hasn't seen anything.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't want to watch it.
Star Wars came out in like
the olden days.
Yeah, the olden days. Like you guys don't have anything else good to watch. I didn't like. And then you guys only had like one channel that you had to. I don't know. Change
How old
the TV.
do you think I am?
I don't know. Like, well, no, you're like 49.
No.
Dang.
But you know what's funny about that? This is the most underrated thing about children and parents. A lot of us don't really know our parents' real age.
I do.
I didn't for years, actually. I just assumed 40 to 50 is whatever's in between. That's what it is. I almost thought that they was that age probably when they was like 26. It's so funny to say because I'm 42. I'm 43 this year.
Oh.
How old do you think your mama is?
36?
So, wait, let me get this straight. So, with me, you just go 49, 50, and then you go...
That's because I distinctly remember you being in your 40s, and I remember her being in her 30s. I always, I really don't keep... I'm sorry, I really don't keep track.
You gotta apologize. I get it. It's like...
Track it.
Yeah, all right, cool, whatever.
There's a lot of truth on this podcast.
So, okay, we're big Star Wars fans, right? And for a long time, all I knew was the dark side, just to be the dark side, that's the bad side. We at Disney, and this is a true story. So Judah really, and you could explain this, like, for some reason he felt bad for, like, Kylo and all those guys on the dark side. Disney used to have it where you could do Jedi training, right? This is a true story. Like, so all the little kids get their little cloaks and their little lightsabers and their Jedi training, they're fighting Darth Vader. This dude whispered to Darth Vader, like, yo, I'm on your side. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, it's like in front of the other parents. And I'm like, oh, he just playing. Like, he ain't about that dark side. You know what I mean? He want to be a Jedi like all the rest of the kids. But he's like, no, I don't. I think Luke Skywalker's a bad person. I was like, what? But when he explained it, it made sense. So let's start with that. Why do you think, it is just real talk, why do you think Luke Skywalker was a bad guy?
Well, my first reason I was talking about, like when I saw the Last Jedi movie, the flashback with him about to kill Kylo Ren, his own nephew, because he sensed like raw, untamed power in him. Like, he was really just ready to kill his own, like his sister's son, to maintain this, like the Jedi Order. Like, whenever Jedi see somebody more powerful than them, they just can't handle it. They go to resort number one, killing. And then my second reason, he's a coward. He really is.
You call Luke Skywalker?
Yeah. I hope Mark Kimmel's watching this too. Because
look directly in the camera and tell him.
Because in the last Jedi too, we found out he was just hiding and he was like, the Jedi Order must go. But what happened to the Luke that was like inspired and wanted to do all this? You know what I think the Jedi are?
What?
Like child actors when they grow up and then they like a bunch of bad stuff and they do a bunch of bad stuff and their life just sucks after that. That's what I think Jedi are.
Their life just sucks.
like their masters, like after they get trained and do all this stuff, like when the child actors do all this stuff and they do all the movies and then they get older and they like maybe fail or something, like it's just over. Life is just over. They live in alleyways.
Wait, they live in alleys?
Or planets with like weird little creepy maid aliens with like alien cows drink blue milk. That was really disgusting.
Okay, all right.
Man, he
gone. Went and milked the cow.
You see,
this is
and
good.
Then the milk was all in his beard.
Okay, all right.
And it was blue, and it was so gross because they showed him milking the weird alien.
Now I don't know what you're talking about.
Alien cows with blue milk. I get it.
Yeah,
he's speaking good English. I like it.
I know. We all know he likes blue milk.
I might go watch it now. I'm inspired to watch Star Wars and Luke Skywalker.
Well, the thing about it, he makes a great point, and I remember being like, "Oh," because this thing about we were talking about X-Men one day. Now we randomly talking about this, but it's interesting. Where like you almost can feel, and this actually goes into real life. Where like I don't think nobody's born evil. Like, it's always something that plays along with it. Like, on X-Men, what's it, Magneto?
Yeah.
What he went through, you understand why he almost hated. Because the thing they did to his parents, the backstory. When you see backstory, you're still like, man, that happened. Like, I can understand why Magneto became evil. Which is scary about, like, life in general. I don't think nobody's born evil, but I think it's so many sides to it. I think sometimes that's what's tough about living in America, right? You go to another country, they like... we hear like, yeah, we're the good people, this is what it is. And you go somewhere else, they're like, no. Y'all do some fucked up, excuse my French. I curse. First of all, let me say this. Any other parents out here, because people always be like, I remember my boy Wildcat and son Malachi, before I ever had children. I used to curse around Malachi all the time. I'm like, Malachi, what the fuck you want for breakfast? Like, say stuff like that. He's like, hey, Rel, come on, man, straight up. Don't be talking about son with the curse words. He said, you do that when you had children. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as I had children, I was like, I fucking love you.
What?
I curse.
He cursed in front of you all the time? Okay.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. It's just, and it's not, this thing about it, they're good. If you teach your children, because this thing about it, this is the most underrated thing about being a parent. People acting like their children not going to eventually talk how you talk anyway. Right. One time you had cursed in front of me. Now, you don't curse for me, thank God. But it was one time, I think we might have playing a game. He might say, oh, shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh, I didn't say anything. I was like, what? And then, I wasn't mad at you because I can't get mad, because I curse all the time. I'm not saying it's right, but they're raised with so much respect, they don't disrespect us. But I'm a grown-up. I don't know why grown-ups censor themselves in front of children. This is how the fuck I talk. As long as I'm feeding you and doing all the shit I'm supposed to, I should be able to talk how the hell I want to. Okay, that's it.
I mean, even if you try
Your
to
mama
hide
curse?
it. Huh? Your mama curse what? Yeah.
Oh, black mamas don't give a fuck.
At you or around you?
My mama cursed us out on our way to Easter Sunday. Put your damn clothes on, shit! We'll be late for fucking Sunday school. Imagine somebody saying that to you. But that was true.
Well, yeah, you had to get ready. That's all it meant.
How old are you?
12.
12 years old.
He's 12, man. He's getting, 12 going on 30. He's old school. I mean,
I seen y'all
Judah,
dancing to Bobby Brown on
Judah
Instagram.
listens to old school music, man. Well, who's your favorite artist, Judah? Musical artist in general.
I'm really indecisive. I can't choose.
Well, give us a few.
Well, who you listening to? Who you like to listen to?
I like Bobby Brown. I like bands or groups count?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I like Van Halen. I like some Van Halen songs. I don't listen to everything Van
Wait a
Halen.
minute, I didn't know that. You listen to Van Halen?
I don't like. It's not like I listen to every single song.
Which song
It's
you like?
Jump.
How that go?
Dun, 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 dun.
EDM? What is this?
No, that's Jump.
I don't know what
That's
that is.
actually a sports song too. Like you would hear that in most arenas, man. Like it's like if somebody on the run, they just score like a bunch of points straight or like a baseball.
Play it for me. Hit it. Book him, Danny.
Wayne, you don't know who Van Halen is?
No. I've heard the name before. I don't know who that is. Was he in Star Wars or something? I
He
don't know.
only listened to Lil Wayne.
That's it.
And that's terrible.
I listen to other people as well.
I don't know the artist, but I know the song. You know the song "Can We Talk"?
Yeah.
Can we
Tevin
talk?
Campbell.
It's Tevin Campbell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Van
That's what I was
Halen is
thinking.
definitely like a rock band from like the 80s.
Okay. And Judah
Like,
knows
the
about this.
guitars are a thing.
Okay. Of course I know this song.
You know what's funny? See,
Why did
these
Judah
the
know
groups that made arena music first. That's what Kanye kind of started talking about that. But this is where it got. These are arena songs. These are songs you got people doing like this. You see a bunch of hands doing this. Those are straight up arena songs.
But Judah, why do you know this song? Like, where did you first come in contact with this song?
I hear even if I watch movies and I'm little, I hear them in my head, also with other old songs, sometimes I know my parents they just play old songs when I was little, and sometimes I don't even know where I've heard these songs before, and they just pop in my head, I just start singing it, and I don't even know where it came from.
I mean, I used to ride around with them and we just listened to the Rocky IV soundtrack constantly.
I know how to play wait, which one? I know how to play Eye of the Tiger on my bass, on my double bass.
Yeah, he plays double bass.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a double bass guy. I mean, that's such a specific instrument to play the double bass. And it's a very heavy instrument.
It's really not that heavy. People think it's heavy. It's really not. It's really hollow. That's why it can go so dark. It's like orchestra instruments are hollow. There's nothing inside. That's why it's so easy to pick up. I mean, it is big. It's obviously heavier than the other instruments, but it's not like it's heavy.
He's saying you weak, bro. That's all he's trying to say.
I mean, see the little kids with the big ass basses. Look at it say.
Carrying it?
Carrying it, right.
Yeah,
No,
That's all
you
good.
can't
mic.
do that to the mic, bro. It's right there.
I was moving my arm, and it just hit the mic.
All right, let me ask you this. Now, it's a lot going on in the world today, right?
Yes.
And you've always been very opinionated. I actually love just talking to you about things a lot of the times. What do you feel like when you see something like, and this is just a real question, nobody really asks kids this, but when you see a school shooting, what does that scare you? Does that make you not want to go to school? Do you think it's going to happen at your school? How do you feel about all that?
The first thing I think about is why. Why did that happen? What had to happen? Cause I heard about. I didn't really read in more about. But I heard about there was a school shooting in Texas. Mm-hmm. I heard about that, and I'm just wondering why? What was the point of that?
Mm. So when you question that, so you go with why first, right? And there's never really no real reason. They'll research things, they're trying to figure out because it doesn't make sense. how do you feel about people having access to guns whenever they can get them?
I think it. Hold on. It's no. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Be really irresponsible because you never know who can get a gun. I mean, there's a lot of gun violence out here with people that are just having guns, easy access to guns.
Yeah.
It's just like, I wonder if people do just not like think about that, like think about what could happen. I'm a very paranoid person, so I'm always thinking about like what could happen if I do this, what could happen if I do this, and I'm wondering, do these people even like, do they care? Do they want like, do they ever wonder what will happen if I do this?
I think people are desensitized. Like, you play video games, right? Do you feel like that influence you or make things look unrealistic to you? Like when people play fighting games and the gun games, you be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, do you think that? Because I do think that's a little bit of it, right? Where people just see violence all the time and it's just what it is. It desensitizes them.
With me, when I play like violent video games, like shooting games or something where I can like fight people, it's usually I'm not saying that like it's a good thing, because lots of stuff like school shootings and stuff have been tracked to video games, like violent video games. But with me, it's almost an outlet for anger with me, because I I get angry pretty easily. I have a short temper.
Right.
And with games, I just I just go in, like I use that as an outlet for my anger, and
That's interesting you say that too. I think, which is in schools in general, right? They've taken away so many programs, especially in marginalized communities, where do people take their energy out of, right? Because people love to bring up gang violence in Chicago and things like that. But if they have nothing else to do,
right?
You take away all these programs, right? You take all this funding out of these schools outside of basketball and football, even with baseball. And you remember that Chicago had the Little League team that
Jackie Robinson.
They got so mad at them because they like, bro, we got the kids from everywhere because it wasn't no league set up. And so you had all these people, they're cheating. No, they not. So you wanted to play baseball by themselves on the field? They just grabbed all the kids that wanted to play. And so, it's just interesting where it's like, it's not a lot of outlets to let that out. Like, and it's so funny you say that, Judah. Like, my outlet for me has always been like comedy, acting, like those things. The arts is my outlet. That's how, and even with sports too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Outside of video games, what you feel like is your outlet?
For what?
Just what?
For anything?
Anything.
I like another outlet for my energy. I used to because I moved to a new neighborhood and I don't really know anybody there. But in my old neighborhood, we used to every day after school, we used to go outside, used to play games, get all that energy out. Because when I come from school, I hate school.
Wow.
I despise school.
Really?
I still do school, but I don't like it.
Graves he's an honor roll student. He was just honored as one.
What do you feel like you could be doing with your time then, if not in school? That's what you need to think about.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What would you get a job?
You got to do something.
You kind of got a job.
I could do a job. I mean, but
right.
Me and my friend used to wait, am I allowed to say the name on here?
We could bleep it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, me and my friend used to sell stuff. We used to wait for people to come into the neighborhood, and right there we used to have big signs up, and we used to sell stuff. We made $100 one time.
What y'all sold? They sold all the time. What did y'all sell?
We sold baseball cards. We sold Legos one time. We sold lemonade. We sold snacks. And we were thinking of something else because we both play instruments, and both of our instruments have something to do with jazz. He plays the saxophone and I play double bass. And we were thinking the next thing we could do is play for people.
Wow. Wow.
I'm saying this all sounds, but like, first of all, y'all like Sanford and Son.
What?
Because they were just selling anything.
Selling anything.
We got baseball cards, lemonade. None of it makes sense.
But selling Legos is
it's like
crazy.
whatever they have. Because that's what it was. They kept having stuff. And I'm like, what do y'all sell?
Anything.
Like, they literally, and y'all would go shopping for stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, we went to Target. We went to Target like one time.
They would buy stuff from Target and resell it.
I'm selling it for the same price.
No, for Lord, we're not done.
So y'all upsell.
Especially when people don't know what it is, we can trick them.
Oh, wow.
It's a better price.
Jesus.
So
What did y'all watch to figure out? You watching Oliver Twist or something?
Oliver Twist. Oh, I've never heard of that.
You know what Oliver Twist is?
No.
There's a bunch of kids that were just hustling people on the street. Oh, they was picking people's pockets. They be like, you gotta pick a pocket or two. I ain't never showed y'all that.
No.
Something from the olden days. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna show y'all that. Yeah, they was like, I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of messed up. It was like a whole group of kids that was picking pockets. They was almost like the first Ninja Turtles. With
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, the first Ninja Turtles. Remember the bad? They had all the kids stealing the stuff. The first Ninja Turtles.
What, like the black and white comics? Were they like violent?
The first exact Ninja Turtles was Shredder, and they had the clan. The
Foot Clan?
The Foot. And they was stealing radios and TVs and stuff.
I only watched the new.
You've never seen the first Ninja Turtles. I know I've showed it to you.
The movies?
The movie. The first Ninja Turtles movie.
I probably wouldn't remember a lot on it.
You're crazy. I know I showed it to you.
I know you did. I probably just wouldn't remember that specific detail. I don't remember that specific detail.
I'm going to tell y'all something. The funnest thing about being a parent, especially I'm a person that loves TV and movies, is showing your kids something for the first time. So as you can see, everything's olden days to this dude. Right? So I remember I showed them Good Burger for the first time. They're like, this old movie. I'm like, yes, but it's great. It's Good Burger.
Good
and they were
Burger's
like
good.
dying laughing. That, and then the first time I showed them Dumb and Dumber was one of the happiest moments of my life. Which I'm saying all this on the podcast. And now everybody like, you be showing them that stuff? Because, you know. Because at first when they was little, they would tell people what I was showing them. I'm like, look, man, I'm going to show you this. It's hysterical. Please don't say shit. But because it's just, I just love comedy, man. You know what I mean? I think comedy is ages. Like, look, sometimes it can be kind of crazy, but, you know, just like, hey, cover your eyes, you know, and then turn around or something, and boom, get back to watching again. But Dumb and Dumber, letting them watch that for the first time, is just the funniest thing to watch kids.
Jim Carrey. I like his acting. I like his like comedy style. Like he's like all over the place. Like he's super dramatic. I like that. Like with Liar Liar. Mm-hmm. Like the courtroom scene where he was like he can't tell a lie, and he was like pulling on his face and stuff. What was funny when he was in the bathroom, and he was banging his head on the thing, and the guy walked in, and he was like, "I'm kicking my A word. Do you mind?" It was so funny.
He sure was.
That's so
He was
funny.
kicking his own ass. You could say it. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, why not? Huh? You just had a son, nigga. I hope that nigga curse you out when he start talking. Say, what the fuck you feed me? I remember we had a sketch we was gonna do. This one had nothing to do with nothing but kind of do. I was gonna do a sketch series with, like, I think he was gonna do it too with CC before Tubi shut. What was the app? Was it they shut down like 2 months? They had like $1 billion and they like Quibi. Yeah, Quibi.
Yeah.
Quibi gave us a deal to do a sketch series. We never got to it. They just gave us the money. Ain't that crazy? Like I had money to waste. It was insane. Anyway, we working on a Quibi sketch. One of the sketches was, you ever see the videos where like they like a blind kid, they give him like eyes to see, and they like so we wrote a sketch where like the kid is like, oh, you're not my dad. He's like, oh no, I am your dad. Like, you're not. You don't look anything like I thought you would look like. But you don't know what nothing looks like. Well, it don't look like you. Can this doctor be my dad? Like, no, I'm your dad. Yeah, that was
So where are these skits? You just wrote that. Y'all didn't shoot that.
We didn't shoot it.
Oh, okay.
It's really funny. That's just one of the silly ones we came up with. But you know what's funny, Judah? I have to ask you this too, because I don't make you do anything, right? You do this because you like acting, you like comedy. You've been doing a lot of stuff with sketches lately and watching Saturday Night Live. Like, do you want to do sketch comedy?
I mean, I could. I just like it.
Do you want to do stand up?
I did a little bit. Like, I'm not saying I did a little bit of stand up comedy. I mean, like, I did a little bit, kind of. I just have to think of something funny. Like, I don't know. I've told you this, but to people who are watching, and you and people over here. I had a dream about Michael Jackson because we were watching a music video. I forgot. It might have been on back. I don't know. I don't remember. And he was telling people to back off. He's like, "Hey, back off, man." He has a soft voice, like, "Hey, leave me alone, man." So I'm doing stand up and I'm talking about his voice, and then he shows up out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey, man, you're not gonna talk about me," and then he punches me in the face.
So he had a dream that he was on stage doing comedy. He was doing a joke about Michael Jackson. And then Michael Jackson showed up at the comedy club and punched him in the face.
Did you see this after the Will Smith slap or
This was before that, actually.
Oh, wow.
So which is even crazy. Either you predicted something that was going to happen, or
Are you the Simpsons?
because he called and told me he had this dream, and I was like, what? It was so funny. I was like, wait, Michael Jackson went there and punched you in your face? You're not going to keep talking about me.
You know, you talking about me.
I was like, damn, that's funny.
So you're in
But he had
movies?
the dream, though. See, this is the thing about it.
What?
Most comics have this dream. The day you have a dream about being on stage, and you can remember the bits. I've taped 2 specials that literally I had dreams about first.
Which ones?
Relevant and Live and Crenshaw. I literally did the set in my dream first, and then I remembered most of the bits, and that's what I did on stage. And I think the Relevant one, I think I bombed in the dream. I know these jokes are funny. I remember being in a dream like, this stuff is hysterical. Why this crowd not laughing? But I'm like, but then I tried it in real life and it worked.
Wow. So you remember the bits exactly from the dream.
From the dream.
And you went out
I
there
literally
and
was performing it in the dream. So when he told me he had that dream, I'm like, damn, he might have a bug.
Right.
If you had the dream about going up, I mean, Michael Jackson punched you in the face. But it still makes sense. That's the bug dream. You might be a comic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my sister and my mom say I'm funny when I'm not trying to be funny. Because I never, every time I try to say something funny, they always think it's not funny. Like, I told a joke to my dad the other day, like, what's red and bad for your teeth?
Red and bad for your teeth. What's that?
A brick. And then another joke was another joke was, why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because he wanted to go to Chick-fil-A because he was a cannibal.
So dark. Very dark.
I thought it was funny.
There's something there, though. That's good.
Well, the brick joke was great. But it was still dark. I'm like, you got these dark
How
bits.
is it dark?
A brick in somebody's teeth?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Busting somebody's teeth out.
Well, he didn't say that anybody was like grabbing a brick, like I don't know, like punch, like I don't know, threw a brick at her face. I don't know. I never said that. I was just saying.
Just chewing a brick is
Exactly,
just
yes.
hard. It's kind of
That's something you make somebody do. Like if you're torturing somebody, you be like, "Hey, eat this brick." Like hell, I won't. I think I'm gonna change your man or whatever, and they eat the brick. But it's a choice.
yeah. That is it. I don't know about dark, but it's painful to think about and watch, or just that's crazy. Actually, maybe dark.
That's what you think about Batman. Like I was really watching.
I saw Batman.
Which
Batman
one?
was good.
The first one, Michael Keaton. Who? And there's no other
Keaton.
Batmans.
I can't think of Michael Keaton as Batman.
It's so many other Batman.
That's the one I saw. Okay,
Ben Affleck was Batman.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ben Affleck was
The
Batman.
other guy was Batman.
Rob Patterson.
Wow, you know
He
that?
played because Jennifer watches. Have you heard of Twilight?
Oh,
What?
I
Yeah,
like
man.
Twilight.
Oh,
Edward
what's his
Bella.
name? The vampire.
Yeah.
The vampire dude.
Forgot
He
his
plays
name.
him.
No.
Yes, Rob Patterson is.
I know, bro.
Oh.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
I think I'm older than you. Like, why would I not know that?
So how did you get into movies? Like, is it because of your dad? Just watching movies all the time and understand
Yeah,
characters?
I watch movies a lot. I watch a lot of movies.
It probably came
My
from him.
friends always say, every time I'm telling them something, like, guys, we shouldn't do this. Like, you watch too much movies. What does movies have to do with aliens? A lot. But
Yeah. I'm like, what?
I
All the
tell them
alien-
stuff like, there's aliens hiding among us. I hope nobody takes this literally because
Well,
watching.
they're starting to discover a lot of UFOs
People are
and things
watching.
like that.
yeah, it's something else. I'll tell you when we get back home. I'm not gonna say it on live TV because they might be listening. But I'll tell you. When we get back
The aliens might be
You think they
listening.
gonna
No,
listen
not
when
the
we get in the
aliens.
car?
They in the house.
Oh, you mean the government?
Chill out.
So I found a SIM card on my floor the other day.
Oh, wow.
Randomly too. It's just funny. He was like, "Yo, you should destroy it."
Yeah, because it could be a
But
tracker or a
that's
bug.
exactly what I did.
Oh wow.
I literally got my pliers.
A random SIM card on the floor?
Yeah, it was
No.
just to make
That's
sense.
no, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, nah, he right. And then I threw it in the garbage outside. Like, I really went and I like tore it to pieces, and it was a small SIM card. I'm like, he probably, like, I'm listening to this 12-year-old, like, you know, something makes sense. I'm like, maybe he's right. I'm going to destroy this SIM card.
Stuff like I know I watch a theory podcast on I watch a theory podcast on TikTok called called The Nobodies. I'm pretty sure it's The Nobodies. If you guys watching this, shout out, I guess. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah.
You gonna shout out other podcasts on the podcast.
And I find a lot of good stuff on it.
Yo, so you've been in projects, different movies, TV shows. What's your favorite part about being a part of them?
Watching people feeling a sense of accomplishment. Like when you watch your back on TV, like when you watch yourself on TV. Like, I love that feeling.
Wow.
I really do, especially like with kids at school. Like, I hate kids.
Jesus.
I really don't like kids. I'm not a kids person.
Wait,
You a
your
kid.
age?
Yeah, I don't like other kids. I have friends. I mean, I really don't like kids. Kids are irritating. But
Okay.
like I mean, like lots of people won't like see it, but if some people do, it's just like I'm kind of better than you, bro.
Damn.
I'm kind of better. I mean, he
you.
didn't point it at me. I felt like he was talking to me.
It was representation.
Well, you know something? You shouldn't ever have that mindset of it, though. Because nobody's better than nobody, you know, because not anybody could do what you do. It's not even saying being humble neither, because I do know I'm good, right? I know that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Knowing you're good, knowing you're great, you should know that. But better than, there's no such thing as that to me. It's real talk. You know, like it's because anybody could, you know, every situation could change. Yeah. You know, that's life. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one of the things I like about being a parent too. I've grown into just the chillness, especially when you got good kids. Like, you know, Judah's really smart, Brittany's smart, Harlem's insane. No, but he's really smart though. Everybody's really smart. I like the fact that y'all smarter than me. I believe, like y'all more, and I'm pretty smart. I guess.
We're more intelligent than you?
See, that's shit like that. Like,
What? No, I was asking you.
Oh.
I was asking you like what you meant, because you were just
bro.
like, you're smart. No, I was asking you like, because you were just like what do you elaborate?
it's just the shrinking you talking to me? Like elaborate. I say it without elaborate. No. No, I'm just saying, I think you guys are more intelligent. Like, you do a lot of research into things. I think that's very smart. Like, I mean, we was writing on a show. I can't say what it is right now because we haven't announced it, but I was working on it. And you one of the first people I called because I know he knows superhero stuff like crazy. And he not only knows it, you dive into it. You know backstories. You know this. Which realistically is probably why whenever you decide to do it, you'll be a really good writer because you get finding backstories and characters. Every character you create on a script or write, and this is for anybody, just advice to writers, man, it's good to take real time to figure out who each of these characters are. I don't give a fuck if it's the lead to the person who got one line. Know everybody's backstory. And even just as an actor, even if they don't give you what that is, you make up your own just to make sure that you're able to perform and make that character come to life. You know what I mean? Like, who is one of your favorite actors for real? Who do you look up to as an actor or actress?
Can I do a list again? Like I said, I'm very indecisive.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. You list that.
I'm gonna go different genres of acting. I like Eddie Murphy. I like him in comedy. I like him a lot in comedy. And then let me see, who else do I like? What else have I seen? I like Adam Sandler. I like Adam Sandler's movies. I like you.
Okay. That's nice.
That's nice.
This is. I mean,
I
y'all.
don't watch a lot of your stuff, but I like.
You watch her. You should watch everything.
I mean, but not really though.
You've seen everything.
Have I?
Dude, you watch Real and Friends of the People more than I do.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of your movies.
You've seen Free Guy.
I've seen Free Guy.
You've seen...
Uncle Drew.
well, you seen Uncle Drew. He said Uncle Drew.
Oh well, yeah, duh. Of course you seen
Well,
that.
yeah, some stuff you haven't seen Get Out. Have you seen Get Out?
You showed us Get Out a long time ago.
I don't remember that.
I do remember that.
Oh.
Because I was scared. I was really scared.
Oh wow. You scared.
You know what's funny? This don't have nothing to do with nothing. So when we was doing the sketch series Friends of the People, and it's kind of dark what I'm about to say, but this is real talk. Every sketch I would show them that either I got like shot or murdered in, him and Brittany would start crying hysterically.
Wow.
But what it made me happy to know that these two people really cared about something happening to me. So I would show them just to be like, okay, cool.
They
That's
care.
kind of twisted.
It is twisted, but I'm sorry. I mean, they'd be like, they'd be looking at me like, why are you showing this? I'd be like, they give a fuck about me.
That's what's up.
It's real talk. It's so crazy. That's why I hate being a comic, because I could have stopped it. I should have, but I was like, they'd be like, their little faces would start out like, Daddy on screen. They'd be just looking at me, why you showing
Like
this?
that episode of Friends of the People where you got exploded. I don't know, because the alien was coming out your butt or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you got exploded by the random lady that just walked in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities, man. He said Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, then you. Those probably your favorite three as well. So, I mean, I think...
those are my influences.
Yeah.
A lot of people love saying Eddie Murphy they influence, and they do nothing like Eddie Murphy. Right? They like, Eddie Murphy my influence. It's like, you don't do any characters, you don't do any voice, like, you don't do anything. So why?
Because he was the hot thing back in the day. He was the...
But you could tell who's influenced.
Yeah, you
like,
could tell the
Like
influence.
Jermaine Fowler, some of my good friends, you could tell he's Eddie influenced just because of the character work and the way he does things with energy. Like, it's stuff the way I talk with my hands and stuff. That's Eddie Murphy. These are Eddie Murphy hands.
Oh, like in Coming to America, where he closed, he was like, rats, big rats.
Big rats. Yeah, it's just everything always this way, Eddie. 2 hands. Let me do it. I'm going to say this. Oh, I'll be right back. Ooh, You know, like if you watch I Spy and him talking, like, he just like, when I come back. And it's just like he doing this thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just the Eddie. Like, Eddie is just, well, you know, if honestly, these are my 2 favorite, was 3. That's really like on the highest of my total post of view. It's comedic actors and comedians in general. Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, Bernie Mac. Like, those are like my, like, that's who when I do certain things, I'm like, that's who I'm sourcing in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Bernie was able to be hysterical and he can go dramatic. Eddie can do the same thing. Robin Williams was masterful at that.
Yeah.
We talking about that dude was one of the silliest comics ever, like silly. He did a show called Mork and Mindy. Come on. You know what I mean? And he would do all these voices, but then when you see him in certain movies, dramas, you be sitting there bawling.
Yeah.
Because he would bring so much heart. You can even just look at his
Special.
eyes when he's delivering lines.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you could tell who's a good actor. Look in their eyes when they're delivering like a real, heartfelt, whatever that is, speech. You see them eyes watering a little bit, you like, oh, they in they bag, yo. Like, yo, they in they bag. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Bernie would do that. Eddie would do that. Like, Nutty Professor, I remember, it's so crazy. Like, one of the funniest scenes in the movie is when Dave Chappelle's character is roasting Sherman Klump from stage. Like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Like, which is insane to say to somebody. Like, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah, and he saw his face as the cameras are coming in.
Man, the camera's panning.
Yeah.
And then when he dropped her off at the house, you just felt so bad for Sherman. You to sit in that in character.
Yeah.
Honestly, I say this. I don't know how Eddie Murphy did win an Oscar for that movie. The brother had an argument with himself at the end of the movie. He was transforming out of Buddy Love and they were arguing with each other, along with, on the side, doing his parents.
Yeah.
His mama kept passing out, like, look, I ain't gonna help you up no more. Like, The brother was doing everybody in the scene.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me
Yeah.
that's not best actor?
Yeah, I don't know.
How the fuck? What he
guess
just did 6 people. He did a conversation at a table that you didn't even think twice about that it was one dude doing it.
So I wonder how many comedic movies win Best Actor.
Well, they'll never, because this thing about it, this is the problem with the movie industry. I think dramas are easier to do, if I could be honest. I think it's easy to be dramatic and this and that. Comedy it's hard to make people laugh. And we talking about millions of people because everybody's different.
Yep.
So if somebody's able to accomplish that, to me, that's a higher honor.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm not gonna say drama's easy, but easier.
Bruh.
And it's hard to make people.
This is going to sound crazy what I'm about to say.
Here we go.
Playing 6 people and playing 1 slave. Which one you think harder? Having a conversation at a table or just going, well, I see. Come on, man. Everybody's won an Oscar for playing some type of slave or getting beat. Make the same face while it's happening. You watch Glory. You watch I'm just being honest. Any scene where a man is getting beaten, they all go. Same face.
So you saying you could play a slave?
Dude.
Would you want to play a slave?
I don't even know what slaves is left.
It's gotta be another slave
All the
out there.
slaves are gone, man. I don't know what slave is left for somebody to play. Unless they just make it up slaves now. Oh, the slave that played double bass. Learned on his own. Master like, who is that playing that bass? It's me, sir. Well, come on up in the house then. Play for everybody. 1 man, 1 double bass. It's not as heavy as it is it? No, it ain't, sir.
This guy. Man, no, man. Speaking of playing, man, we not can't continue with this slave to play double bass because we gotta talk to Judah, man. So, Judah's here.
Judah, would you play a slave, man?
Yeah, I don't exactly because I haven't. Have you heard of the movie The Color Purple?
No, we never heard of that.
Yes.
I don't. Is it? It has something to do with slaves, right?
Well, you know what's funny? No,
I don't
they're
remember.
not slaves, but it's like that's kind of what slavery may have just ended a little bit.
I had an audition.
Yeah, so we got the slavery. It's color purple.
I had an audition for. I think his name was Harpo or something.
You had to audition for that? Hmm? You auditioned for Harpo, Little Harpo?
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd been interesting.
And I was like, I couldn't get because this was something else I was thinking about because I couldn't get his voice because I talk way too proper. Like I have a more proper way of speaking than I can. I mean, I tried my best. I couldn't do it. Like the first thing that I think when I think of stuff like that, because I really thought it was a slave. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Well, that's a week after slavery, so like
That's a week after that was a 48.
that's right. I think that's exact color purple. They should call it the week after slavery instead of color purple.
the only thing I
1
can,
week after slavery.
the only thing
1
I can
week
do
later.
with that is like the dramatic slave voice. Like, you know Robert Townsend?
Robert Townsend.
Yeah, when he was doing like yes, master, like all that stuff.
On the Hollywood
like, that's
Shuffle?
that's the thing. That's the thing I think about.
How do you see? You've seen so much, man. Like, it's because you with your dad. Like, how do you see all this stuff?
Well, we don't know
Had
how
to be
we
with him,
see
right?
stuff.
Well, I was watching a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it was not a documentary. It was have you seen Netflix? They Gotta Have Us. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's where I first
Well,
found
I'm
it
in
out
that.
because he was on. Yeah,
Oh,
you were.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh. I ain't seen it.
I mean, see, you don't know it. This brother knows it. He watches history.
Look like you just be on Netflix and
No, but see, here we go.
YouTube.
This generation of children just know how to find information fast.
Yeah, that's what he says. So if you don't tell me, I'll just figure it out. So
If
he
you
said,
don't tell, because that's what's interesting. Like they can find, man, his stuff. I think you was talking to me about Fidel Castro one day, and I'm like, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, because my teacher had told me that we were doing something on Fidel Castro, like with the assassinations, like the assassination attempts, and I don't know, get that look. And I asked the question like, how exactly did he know? Because how did he thwart every assassination attempt? And my teacher told me, if you can find that out, I'll give you a candy bar. And I was like, okay. So it didn't give all of it, but it showed, it in the article, it said that at least like one of them, he said
Why
once
she
he
just couldn't
found
give you
out.
extra credit? Why she
I
couldn't
was
give
like
you
a candy bar. I was waiting.
Who the fuck still do that? Like, all right, I'm sorry.
Get some candy, Judah.
Yeah, you want some candy from I mean, it's your teacher, but giving candy to kids has to be old. You have to stop doing that.
So do-
Yeah, it's insane. Like, I remember, like, okay, that don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so and it said that when he found out her intentions, he he held the gun to his face and told her to do it, and she didn't do it. But I mean, at first I was like, why didn't she just shoot him? And then I thought about it, like when you have like, I don't know about being an assassin, but I would assume that it's easier to just shoot somebody from far away without them looking at you. Like, imagine somebody just telling you like, do it, put it in their mouth like, do it. Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's what the guy did. I mean, Bad Boys, the first one. Do it! You know, it's like, it ain't even for every bad guy, like, just, they
have mental issues.
Yeah.
They're, like, that's why, like the Joker, like, and we learned a little bit more on that. Like, in the Joker movie, like, he had an actual mental issue. Like, all of those villains have mental issues. Like, you remember in Spider-Man, or, like, some type of physical, like, thing that they went through, like, in Spider-Man No Way Home, you remember when, Sandman, and it was kind of funny, and Sandman and, Jimmy, I don't know who plays Sandman. I've seen him and stuff, but I don't know his name. I was going to say Jamie Foxx's character, since I know him. But, yeah, sorry, I'm getting into that, sorry. But, Sandman and, Electro, they were talking about, like, how they became villains. So Sandman was like, how did you end up like that? And then he was like, I fell into a bad electric eels. And then Sandman was like, I fell into a super collider. And they were just like,
yeah, everything.
You gotta be careful where you step.
You fall into something like, wait a minute. I done feeling this better. I'm evil now.
They all go through something, especially with like Norman Osborn. Like, he has like a split personality, which is an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, his was way more extreme because he had super strength and all that crazy stuff. And like, well, sorry, I was getting off track. And like, what I was saying is like, they all have some type of mental thing.
I'm about to ask you a question real quick.
What?
You know, and we've talked about this. I mean, I mentioned this doing a podcast, but like, just therapy, right? Because you talk about helping your friends, but like, how do you feel about that? Remember I asked you if you want to go to therapy, and you was like, what'd you say? What you asked me? You might have said, do that means I'm crazy or whatever. And I'm like, no, it doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? Like, just, if you start going now, you'll be on the next level because you'll be able to get whatever you need to get out of you. Do you still feel that way about therapy?
I mean, kind of a little bit. It's really about like, I know that you always wonder what people are gonna think of you. Like, if you like I'm gonna give an example. The Carmichael Show, one of your shows, when Cynthia wouldn't go to therapy because she thought like she was like people were gonna think you're crazy. She had like a big hat and she was disguising herself because she didn't want people to think that you're crazy. But you have to realize it's not about them. And if you might actually become crazy if you don't handle your problems and just have it bottled up in there. That's how you crazy.
And this is interesting. I'm thinking about this now, right? And it's actually, when you say like your friends are talking to you about stuff, I almost wonder, do children feel more comfortable
around the children than their parents?
Around
Yeah,
the children,
definitely.
and just discussing things, which, you know, almost could be a newer form. I mean, the problem is like, if you're asking another 12-year-old about something, it's like, all right, but we both haven't went through that. But then this is another thing. I'm an adult. Mm-hmm. Either my therapist could be the same age as me or younger than me, right?
Right.
Because I think it's not even necessarily about the experience. It's about if they're listening.
Yeah.
And if they're listening to you, they have a logical thing to say. I mean, honestly, does it help kids to like, and we've had stuff like, remember we used to have like Teen Summit, and certain things just set up what kids would talk to kids.
Yeah.
because sometimes I think we need to get back to that because a lot of adults are really big idiots in this day and age. Like, for real. Like, we got, like, lawmakers and all. They're fucking crazy. It doesn't make any sense. I've seen more videos recently of teenagers talking to councils and stuff and making all the fucking sense in the world. Like, oh, this makes sense. And sitting there like, these adults don't. How do y'all not make this 13-year-old made sense of this? And y'all couldn't do that. You know, I'm starting to think now, I don't even know if it's about age no more. I just want to hear anybody with common sense. I don't care how old you is. That's why I like talking to you, because you make more sense than most adults I talk to.
Yeah, it sounds like he's already started what you're thinking about at school. As a kid talking to kids and quick because they can relate. So it's not about...
To what's happening, like to what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. So
because y'all not tainted.
Yeah.
A lot of things change as you become an adult. Money, a lot of things.
Stuff we're exposed to over years as we get older and older.
Yeah.
Like what our parents tell us is what their parents told them is what their parents told them,
Yeah.
which further affects the future generation.
Look at that. He gets it.
But that's what it's about, listening.
Yeah.
You know, if you hear, you know, you're just insanely smart to me. I always tell Judah this. If I was your age, you probably would have been one of my best friends. Like, I wish I knew a 12-year-old like you. But I don't think I liked kids much neither when I was kids. I hung out with, like, older. Like, everybody was older.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't wait to leave high school after my freshman year because I was hanging out with number seniors. So when they left, I'm like, I got to hang out with these. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the cool dudes left.
So y'all almost mirror each other just alike. So look, in about 30 years, you're going to want the Teslas. The old Teslas. You're going to have a car club.
Teslas.
That's what it's telling me.
I will never get a Tesla. And there's more on that too, but I'm not gonna say it because same thing.
Please, Judah. All right.
No, not yet. We might need the money.
So, Judah, I want to play a game with you, man. We play a
Sure.
game with every guest. You are a special guest. So, it's a this or that game, okay? So, I'm going to give you two options. You're going to tell me this or that. First off, Cobra Kai or Karate Kid?
Cobra Kai definitely, because another like a formula with old movies like that, like with the bad guy. I love Cobra Kai because it elaborates on like what's happening. Like we were saying before, like villains aren't villains. Like they've all gone through something. Like even Johnny Kreese and Terry Silver, they shouldn't be doing Cobra Kai to begin with. They're old. They're veterans. They have trauma. And what Kreese was doing, Kreese kind of got what he deserved, honestly, because in the last season, because like he kept expecting Terry to repay that debt. Like, because he was like, in the army, I saved you from that cage. You wouldn't be, like, in Vietnam, because they were in the Vietnam War or whatever. Like, you wouldn't be here without me. Like, why are you bringing this stuff, like, back? Like, when they were doing a challenge, they were doing, like, a beer challenge. And they got the beers from their olden days when they were in the war, right? And he was reminding about this stinky dude. Like, the stinky dude that never took a shower or something.
Okay.
And he was like, he blew himself up. And then Terry was just like silent. Like,
You was torturing them with it.
like why?
His name was Terry Silver.
Yeah, his name was Terry Silver.
Ain't that the same guy from Power that got killed? The lawyer?
So
They steal it from Cobra Kai?
No, it just means they keep using the same character.
Yeah, so Karate Kid, they just show so much like they have this formula that they use. It's just like the bad guy and the good guy. Like it's so black and white, but it's really not.
That's crazy.
So that's why I like it.
Yeah, Cobra Kai, the brilliance of it is you just become a fan of Johnny. You like, oh, like, I feel bad for him. Like, when Ralph becomes the bad guy, like, Ralph is an asshole.
What was funny, like when they were at in Cobra Kai, he was talking about like he was talking about like in the thing. It was so funny because he was like Cobra Kai were the like bullying us and whatever, and then this random guy out of nowhere we never got to see him. He was like bull. Like you know the curse word bull. Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
I heard you were the real bad. I heard you were the real bad guy.
That's so funny, yo. It's such a... and what makes... This last thing, we move on to that quick. But, like, what makes Cobra Kai brilliant is that it is somebody breaking the third wall of it. So, like, they'll be like, yo, why does this place care about karate so much, right? It's like... The wife be like, yeah, wait, why y'all... Like, why is it so serious? And just even at the first season finale, the second one, like, the kid got hurt for real. Like, you can't be doing karate battles in a school and nobody damn to get paralyzed. Like, that makes sense? Kicking people over the stairs. Like, that's how 80s movies and violence, they made it so light. They made it make it, in which was insane what was happening. With kids. I mean, you watch E.T. and E.T.'s getting lit. In the house, he's just drinking beers. He's drunk as fuck with kids.
Like, also, like the Alice in Wonderland movie, even though the live action remake, I was watching it, we were watching it in school, and the caterpillar was like smoking, like a weird, like giant, weird plant-based hookah thing. Like,
Wow.
I really don't know. And I was just sitting there, I was like, are we really allowed to watch this? Like, we couldn't watch Lion King, but we can watch this
Caterpillar smoking hookah.
Yeah.
Right, hookah. Plant-based hookah, too.
Alice in Wonderland. That's so funny. All right, go.
My next one, Disneyland or Universal Studios?
Ooh, that's really hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, cause we gone to both. Like we go to both. Like every time we come out here for the summer.
How many
we go to
times
both.
did you go to Universal Studios in one summer?
I think we went more than Disneyland, to be honest, because we go there a lot.
Yeah, we go like...
I'm gonna say Universal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Do y'all-
Because Disneyland's the one in Cali, which we like Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disney World, I despise the one in
What?
Florida. It's way too fucking big. You got to be there for like 5 days to like... Dude, remember we left there and went straight to Universal. We was like, fuck this.
I'm going to
I
Universal.
also lost the tickets though.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's leave that alone, huh? All right. Candy or chips?
Let me think about that.
Okay. We got time.
It depends.
It depends on what you want.
Yeah, it depends on like, am I wanting like a snack or a treat? That's why I hate it when you choose something that's in a completely different category. I'd rather you do like this can or this can or this or this shit.
Okay, I guess I messed up. Chicago or Atlanta? I'm kind of afraid to ask questions.
Well,
there.
Chicago. I really don't like Atlanta. I'm not even in like Atlanta. Like I'm in like Georgia, like
Okay.
the country.
Okay.
And I don't like the people there
No.
a lot. And the food sucks, the places suck, people are weird there. People are racist there, like really racist there.
Oh.
I
Okay.
mean, it is like Georgia. The Civil War was there, but racist people enslaved like plantations over there. Yeah.
Even now?
But yeah, well, I mean, they're still there. Like they didn't like. I mean, it's still there, and there's not like slaves working it, but it's still there.
Okay.
Like, well, I do like one thing. Like with the Civil War thing, there's an area that you can go with the Civil War battle, where a Civil War battle take place. It's actually pretty cool. But I had a racist neighbor.
Okay.
And we went night swimming. I told him this. We went night swimming, and this old man, he was like, "You can't be here." And our nice neighbor, I was about to say white neighbor, nice neighbor. I mean, he is white, but
Nice white neighbor.
yeah. And he was like, "It's okay, guys. It's okay, guys." So he took the weird old man out of here. He looked like. Have you ever seen the movie Monster House?
Of course, I haven't.
Somebody has seen it. If you're a kid watching, well, probably not. If you're a parent that's seen this with your kids, the old man that lives in the haunted house. But anyway, he looks exactly like that. But anyway, there was this like drunk lady, right? And we were swimming in a pool, and she was like, "Get out of the pool!"
Oh, wow.
And then when she finally left, because she was over there, my mom looks like she was gonna punch her in the face, cause like she was like, well, my mom's boyfriend, he was talking, she was like, "Please don't touch me." She was like, "Oh," like she was really drunk. And then when she left and we were swimming, she called the police on us.
Wow.
But the police were cool. I was scared. I was really scared. I was like, oh no.
Boy, I'm glad I wasn't there for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, that was crazy.
It's one of those things. I want those people like, please don't put me in this situation. Please don't put me in such a situation, because I know I'm gonna react like I'm gonna react. It was like, fam. And I do that. Like I remember when I took Brittany to the daddy-daughter dance, and it was nothing racist, but like I overdid it. Like I got a limo. She's like 11. I don't know why. I took like a limousine. I bought all the artwork that they were selling for no reason. Like the people was like bidding like $8 to $10. I just writing $100. And these like portraits made by children. They're like, who the hell did put $100 on? Who auctioned? Literally, people like $5, $10, like 100. And the limo's outside. You put the pictures in our limousine.
What's wrong with this guy? I got a couple more. Just a couple more. Wake up early or stay up late.
Wait, I'm actually kind of a morning person. I was supposed to wake up later for this. I woke up early and we like worked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
important.
like waking up. I used to like I like waking up a lot when I was little too.
Okay.
I like waking up also
I
because
like
it means
waking
I'm
up for
alive.
stuff when I
I like waking up. I like waking up a lot.
I like waking up early like when I have something to do. Like I hate it when I have to wake up early. Like I do something that I don't want to do.
Like what?
Like waking up early for school. I don't like doing that.
That
But
little
when
thing.
I'm waking up early for like let's say I'm going somewhere cool, or like I'm like waking up for this podcast. I was excited for it.
Okay.
And I woke up earlier than I was expected. I expected myself to.
You're excited. You're anxious.
Yeah.
But it's good. You're doing a great job. Couple more, man. Music from the olden days or music from the day.
I don't listen to a lot of music from today, so olden days. I
yeah.
really don't.
That was easy.
It really was.
Last one. Video games or mobile games.
You like phone? So you like phone games?
I
over,
like phone
Switch,
games.
over PlayStation, over.
You know, I'm gonna say video games.
Okay.
I haven't played phone. I used to have so much mobile games. I used to download so much mobile games, like a lot. But I mean, I have a few on my phone
Okay.
now, but I don't have a lot more than I did, and I
Thank
can't find the
God,
good ones.
'cause,
Yeah, because the stuff I used to download used to show up on his phone.
Really?
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh,
I used to be like, yo. I used to just, I couldn't even find the apps I had for myself. And there's only a few of them. I only have one page of apps. And I'm like, who's ordering all these fucking games? Like, games that even make sense.
they do. They're fun.
It's like, what the hell is this fire department game? Or, like,
Hey, you need those for the plane.
it means
Yeah, I was getting ready to download the stuff for the plane. Like, I always like on Disney Plus and stuff. I download like videos, put in my downloads for when I don't have any Wi-Fi.
I mean, I started looking at stocks yesterday in this phone.
Because I was bored. Because I think we were at. What were we doing? I don't remember. I was bored. I don't know. I don't remember what
We
we
might
were
have
doing.
been the Sprinter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were driving back from the airport. And I was looking at stocks for. Was
Disney?
it Disney?
Oh wow.
It might have been Disney. I don't know.
Oh, that's probably why they went down because it's
Like I don't like. I was
What
just
the fuck are
like,
you talking about? And you show these stuff like, yo, you been reading stocks? You start doing
everybody does it. Brittany does it too. Everybody does it.
Hey man,
that. Are they teaching you that at school?
What stocks?
Yeah.
I don't know what she's learning, but like I knew I kind of a little bit like I forgot what it's called. It starts with the H, but you know like bar graphs, like and stuff. They taught us how to make like stuff like that, like histograms and stuff.
Okay.
And I guess you could just tell like have you you know like stuff on the coordinate plane?
No.
Like coordinates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that. You can
But
tell like
somebody who
for
don't
this
like
amount
school-
for this amount.
But hold on. You say you don't like school.
Yeah.
Everything you saying is what you learned at school.
Yeah.
So school is important because it's teaching you things that you can expound on outside and on your phones and research. So
Exactly.
school, and then I would say you're meeting people, but you don't want to meet people. So never
But you
mind.
know what's funny? I also don't put pressure on them for that too. Like, I guess I'm saying this out loud. Like, they don't have to go to college if they don't want to.
I want to go to college. Brittany doesn't want to go to college.
But
I
this
wanna
they better. Go. You don't even have to graduate. Like, my job is to set everything up so whenever you feel like you know enough, you have money and a company waiting on you. And you do whatever you want to. Just learn whatever say you like, hey, might as well take this business class. All right, cool, get out.
I have business
Cool. That's all I'm saying.
last semester. Well,
Okay.
I think it's overrated. Like, degrees is just, all it does is put everybody in debt. It's so many people in debt. And it's like, you feel back, it's like, oh, you finally get your paycheck and now you got to pay these motherfuckers. It's like, it's insane.
Hey, but I believe if he wants to go, he's gonna go. He can find himself.
No, I didn't say he didn't.
No, I know. He don't.
I'm
He's
saying
not no pressure in finishing.
literally
No,
you
I
could
got
just
it.
go-
I got it.
If you wanted me to get you an apartment on a campus,
Yeah.
and so you just want to take a couple classes, just do the experience, shibbity dubbos. Have fun.
You got options.
Everybody's like, I got class in the morning. Man, I'm going at 1.
I know this was really random, but like, I was just thinking about this because I didn't know how we were going to, like, do the whole podcast thing. And I was thinking about something that I wanted to say, which was about trust.
Okay.
And people. You want to hear it?
Sure. Why you point at me like that?
This guy?
Go ahead.
Okay, so, because this was somebody that I legitly, I don't know if it's true or not, but I kind of thought he was a pedophile.
Jesus. Okay,
Right?
where we going with this?
Yeah, and
Who you talking about?
it was like one of the people that worked at the school. Like he was like, yeah, bro, he's fine. I was like, I got really bad vibes. And this dude that I met, like me and my friend were selling, we were actually selling for school one time, and we went to his house. Hello, boys.
What?
How you doing? My
Okay,
wife's in the room.
Tell me where this is going. Like, turn this shit off. Let me see like, what happened?
Yeah, so what my thing is, like, and I ask other kids, like, and they're like, if they say they're not, they're not. If somebody pulled up on you with the white van, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, and they saw that you were about to run away because they're like, white vans and stuff. And, and they're like, don't worry, I'm not a pedophile. Would you still run? I would still run.
I'm glad you said that. It goes back to the beginning of the show. You was like, I'm a nice person, right? Mm-hmm. And anybody that says that, like, I'm glad you think like that, Judah, because no pedophile's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what I do. Hey, children.
It's like, they're really nice to me.
They're gonna be like, oh man, I'm not no pedophile. Like, they're gonna say that. Like, in the movie Good Boys, it's a scene.
Oh yeah, with the dude.
Right, where he was like, yeah, you're supposed to say that. He's like, I'm not a pedophile.
He looks like a pedophile.
You would say that, right? Because that's the truth. Which I'm glad you think like that. Like, I'm glad you have the mindset of like, just because somebody's an adult or they have a smooth way of talking that they're safe. If you don't know them, you don't know them. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the one thing I don't like about LAX now. They've changed if you have unaccompanied minors, I used to be able to go to the gate and pick them up. Mm-hmm. I went to go get them yesterday. They're like, no, they changed their policy where somebody else brings them down that I have no information on.
Oh, wow.
And so now I got anxiety, like, are they going to kidnap my kids? And like, I'm glad y'all mom like showed y'all the signs again before y'all left when y'all was in Atlanta, just so you know what stuff looks like. If you're going this way, it doesn't say baggage claim, then call me. But I thought that's crazy. They're like, oh, this is the new safest way. For me to trust some person I don't know, because sometimes you can hire an escort, but you have the information, things like, I don't know who walking them down.
Right.
I just thought that's so insane. And they're the only place to do that. And they ain't tell nobody. Like, it wasn't like when the tickets was booked, they said that shit. It wasn't until I got to I went to go check in. It was like, I literally told my master, man, what the fuck you talking about? So I'm supposed to trust y'all. Like, what sense do that make? And I had to calm down because I don't want nobody recording me and it'd be like the last part of me saying some shit. Fuck y'all. And that's all they gonna get. Like, Lil Rel, go create an airport. You know what I mean? Like, but I was just like, that didn't make any sense to me. And it gave me anxiety because I'm like, so I'm supposed to just trust some random I have literally no information on. I don't even know how they look.
Right. I should at least show you.
To bring them down.
Yeah.
Lucky they 12 and 13 now, but they was like, they've been flying since they was little. I'd have been losing my fucking mind. You bring a 5 and 6 year, tell them to trust this stranger to bring them to me. LAX, get it together, because that doesn't make fucking sense.
That was almost the same thing, like I was saying, because he's an assistant, the dude I was talking about, and in my class, like he like always talks to this kid, and I'm like, oh, that's probably like his dad or somebody he knows, but I've met his parents and I've met his family because like when we do like concert stuff, all the parents come out, and I've asked him like, are you related to him or something? He was like, no, we're just good friends. I was like, why are you friends with a child? I didn't say that until I was thinking, like, why are you friends with a child? I told my friends that, and they're like, bro, you watch too much TV. I'm like,
you know what's funny?
They always dismiss whatever I say with that.
But this is what I love
every time
about
I say something crazy.
Having black kids.
Very aware. He's very aware.
Black kids really be like, nigga, I don't know you. My kids be like, hey, yeah, my best friend's 44 years old. What the fuck? You're 12. This ain't normal. Is he a family friend? Nah, he's just a teacher's assistant.
A teacher's assistant. When did they create those? We didn't have teachers.
They exist.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
I
they
had
do
a
now.
teacher's assistant. Well, I mean, I didn't have.
Well,
yeah.
you went to Whitney Young,
Yeah.
but they don't have them in the hood schools. Everybody's a teacher.
Mm.
He be somebody that's like, damn, I'm supposed to just be a sub. I got to be a teacher. Like, yeah, ain't nobody. We got too many classes.
What?
No, for real.
That's
'Cause everything
crazy.
be overcrowded.
Right. Okay, I get it, but dang.
All right, well, look.
Yeah. That's it, huh?
Judah, that was our pleasure having you on the show today. You were very fun and smart and all the cool things you always are. I don't know, hopefully people enjoy this cool conversation with not only a 12-year-old, but my 12-year-old.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I'm actually gonna check out a couple of those movies. And shout out Judah. His
This nigga been
birthday
saying
is
that.
January 5th. He's a real Capricorn, just like me. So we both January 5th people. And he's amazing.
Oh, yeah, y'all got the same birthday.
Same exact
Oh.
birthday. So yeah, that's why he's so well spoken and intelligent.
If I was gonna say something about if you're checking out the Star Wars series, I would skip the sequel series. I'm not like I'm just
Okay.
skip it.
I will. Don't problem. No problem. Me skipping anything.
Skip it.
I got you,
All right, well, yeah, it's been another great episode of Keepin It Rel with,
Young Wayne.
and our special guest,
Me.
What's
What's
your
your
name?
name?
Oh, Judah Howery. I thought you
Judah
were gonna say
Howery.
me.
Make sure you check him out on Eureka of Disney Junior, starting June 22nd. Me too, you know.
Oh, sorry, June 22nd. That was starting in August.
No, June 22nd.
Oh.
Luck comes out August 5th.
Oh.
But you're not in there. That's my check.
Okay. Congrats.
Congrats. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Shibbity dobos.
We out of here. All right, quick black business shout out. As y'all can see, if you can't see, I'm head to toe Union, LA. I even got the shoes on. I'm taking it off right here. Yes, I put that together. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Union, LA. We out here real. You're frustrated, but that's what it happened. It's life. The camera's rolling. It's
How
okay.
heavy is that shoe?
It's
'Cause
pretty.
you dropped it like it was a brick.
No, it fell like a brick, like the bricks that Judah chews on. I mean, wait, no, don't chew on. Judah, never mind. We'll do this over.
Nah, just keep that.
Okay. All right. That's it.
That was a Headgum podcast.